couple of weeks ago you said that you learn from losing. And I know that what you meant in that, but I'm just thinking about what Bibby's gone through this season. And I'm not saying he's learning because he's losing, but how would you be seeing the growth of what he's gone through despite maybe not getting the results he wants?
Yeah, I think, pitcher's record is such a weird stat, right? A lot of that's out of their control, but I think what we've seen from Tanner is he's evolving and he's figuring out what the league is doing to him, right? He's not new anymore. He's been around, this is his fourth year. People know what he's going to bring. People know what he's going to do, and he's still able to make pitches around that and evolving his arsenal, evolving his mix. It's just been fun to see him compete because he's had some bad luck. He's had some games where we haven't scored, but he continues to just keep us in the games that he's starting, and he's on a really nice run right now.
You're willing to put Hosey in the 2 spot and have Chase in the 3 spot. What does that say about the belief you have in what Chase has been able to do so far?
Yeah, I mean, you're hitting in the top of the order in the big leagues, so you can hit. And, Chase just, I thought the other day, even it's been one day, but his at-bats didn't change. And that's what we ask of all of our guys. No matter where you are in the order, take your at-bat. And it was really cool to see Chase not change a thing, not waver from what makes him great, and just stay stubborn to who you are. And Chase did a great job of that.
And I know it's only one guy. Is there any thought process that maybe all 3 of those guys, whether it be Quan leading off, Chase, Jose, may see more fastballs because of how they're situated possibly? Or
we'll see. It's too early to tell. I thought, Jose got pitched the exact same way as he did, just like Chase got pitched the exact same way. I mean, a lot of times it's, hey, you got so-and-so on deck, pitch him a certain way. But I think what we saw in the 1-game sample size, so we can really dive into it, it's you're going to get pitched the way you get pitched. And but I think, too, with Hosey being in the 2-hole, it allows him to be a little more dynamic when he does get his walks, when he does get on base. And, so I don't know if it's going to be that way tomorrow. We'll just kind of see how today goes.
I'm sure Hosey doesn't care where he hits. Did you talk to him about it?
Yeah, I did. And then he does care where he hits. I think we've seen him in the 2-hole at stretches over the last couple of years and be very successful. And obviously we've seen a majority in the 3-hole and be successful. So it's kind of whatever his comfort level is. And again, Hosey's going to let us know. And I trust his judgment and what he wants. And he expressed interest in possibly hitting second. So I'll take that and run with it as long as we can.
Tito was just saying that he talked to Ellie about moving into the 2-hole because he said, I want to know, what he thinks about it, because if he doesn't want to do it, then it doesn't make a lot of sense. Have you seen that sort of getting the player buy-in evolve over time? I mean, we all are under the impression that there used to be it's my way or the highway managing style, but I'm not sure. Was that ever really true, do you think?
I mean, I think there's been some people that have had my way or the highway. I don't know how successful it was. I think, baseball is so different than other sports. It's every day. It's an individual game played for a team outcome. Managing all the different personalities. You guys know this. I go fairly, not equally, and I think it's when you have a player like Hosey or I'm sure Ellie for Tito, you want to make sure that they have buy-in to what you're doing with them, and I think it's super important. The players are driving their development, and we're just here to help keep them in the right lane. And that goes for guys with 1 year, 10 years, 13 years. It's their career. It's not ours.
Difference about Fry at the plate the past few weeks versus the first few weeks?
He's on the fastball for one. He's having great at bats. His pitch selection is better. And he's getting a little more playing time. I think, early in the year we didn't face a ton of lefties, and it's really hard to get going when you're not in there for 4 or 5 days, and it's a tough role when you're a right-handed hitter on that side of the platoon. There could be some stretches where you don't play for a while, and but we've been able to get David in there versus some reverse split guys. I think just the more consistent at bats has really helped him. But more importantly, David has put in a ton of work. He has stepped up his work. He has been, every day challenging himself to get better and better, and he's seeing that work out.
You're surprised that he's kind of reacquainted with the outfield as seemingly as soon as
No. David Fry's a great baseball player. I mean, he's a tremendous athlete, and he just has a nose for knowing what to do. He's a good baseball player.
Easy to say his spin is what makes him difficult at times between the sweeper and this.
Yeah, he kind of gets you off the fastball with how much spin he uses, and his fastball's good, but it's a very hittable pitch, but he protects it really well with the spin. It's about the mix with Abbott. He gets you to get soft contact and kind of lulls you to sleep, and then he can kind of blow that fastball by you. So, he pitched well against us here last year. We all remember that game. So I think our guys are going to be hungry to get out there.
Obviously, the Reds have been a little streaky coming off a game where they hit the ball well. What do you like about that team?
They run, they bunt, they're pesky. There's really not a hole in the lineup. They've got good hitters, good defense, good pitching. It's just a really good baseball team. And, Major League Baseball is tough to win. And so you can go stretches where you're winning and go stretches where you're losing. But I know that they're going to be consistent, and it's going to be a tough series.